come out of college with a degree in victim advocacy. Diane was a respected broadcast journalist for a lot of years. She moved to Abilene to take care of her family, and she found her way to the Regional Crime Victim Crisis Center. She started as the outreach coordinator, and for the last 9 years, she's been the executive director. Now, if you know anything about small agencies, especially in rural areas of the state, when you're running one of these agencies, you get to raise money, and you get to have all the HR headaches, and you get to deal with all the board issues, all the things that all directors deal with. But you also get to continue to be an advocate. You get to continue to be an educator. You're answering the hotline. You're taking call at the hospital. And obviously, she'd be an extraordinary media contact as well. She spent years developing really strong professional relationships in her community with law enforcement, the medical folks, the prosecutors, the judges. Dulles Air Force Base is there. I mean, she's not leaving any stone unturned. She's a busy, busy woman. Diane's wearing lots of hats, but her staff assures me that she never forgets who she works for. She knows that she works for the sexual assault survivors in the Abilene area. So please help me honor Diane Dotson.
I hate to follow Maria. I think Maria should have been last. She was the best. Our volunteers are just, I have a whole force of volunteers just like Maria. I have 40 Marias, if you can imagine. Some of them have been there 10 years, that were in my class at the beginning. Some of them have been there 20 years, 30 years. We honored Shirley Landon last year, who has now been a volunteer for 36 years and a member of the board. We have a SANE nurse on our board who has been doing that for 31 years. We have volunteers who have been there 15, 20, 25 years. And one staff member who's been there longer than me, she's been there 15 years as an advocate and now as a counselor. I am so honored to get this award because it comes from my peers. That's the greatest honor, to have your peers say, you're doing a good job. Thank you so much for that. And you know, 10 years in sexual assault is a long time. I don't know what it's equal to in another lifetime, but it's 10 years in sexual assault is a long, long time. Why do we do this? It's for the money, right? Fancy cars, the zirconium, cubic zirconium, you know. Thank goodness for that. I wouldn't be wearing earrings at all. We do it for the victims, we do it for the families, for the survivors, we do it for the schools who clamor for our prevention programs, for our WHO programs, and we see the results in those classrooms. We do it for the faces who say thank you, the voices. You hear the relief, you see the relief. When somebody believes it, when somebody helps them move on from the tragedy they've experienced. So that's why we do it. How do we do it? How do we do this day after day after day after week after year after decade? Well, you take care of yourself. Take care of each other. My job as executive director is to take care of my staff, to take care of my volunteers, to make sure everybody has the freedom to take care of themselves. If you don't take care of yourself, you can't help others. And laugh out loud every day. Take care of yourself, laugh out loud every day. Find a hobby, find a passion that takes your mind off of your main work. And find a reason, find something that makes you laugh out loud every day. I look around this room and I just see years and years and decades as survivors after survivor who has been helped through their tragedy. And I thank you for this award. I want to remind you to take care of yourself, laugh out loud every day, and keep making a difference. Thank you.
want to take a second to acknowledge my staff. I usually do this